Good morning to all of you. I welcomes to all in our lecture series on mathematical physics. We are discussing unit 2 and the topic is second order differential equation with variable coefficient and its solution by power series method. This is our lecture number 33. Lecture number 33. Okay. In our last lecture, we have been discussed about the power series solution of this differential equation, that is 2x 1 plus x y double dash plus 1 plus x y dash minus 3y equal to 0. Here y dash is nothing but d square y by dx square and y dash is nothing but dy by dx. With step by step we have been discussed this problem and we got the answer. Here from the initial equation we found k equal to 0 and k equal to 1 by 2 and at the end we found the general solution. This is your solution for k equal to 0. Okay. Next for k equal to 1 by 2, this is the solution, y2 is this one, and the general solution is a y1 plus b y2. This is the general solution of that differential equation. This is the so-called power series solution using Fournier's method. Now we are going to discuss today, in this class we are going to discuss a new question, that is find the series solution, that means power series solution of differential equation is 2 into 1 minus x y double dash minus x y dash plus y equal to 0 by Fournier's method. Let's start to solve this differential equation or to finding the power series solution of this differential equation using Fournier's method. So here the given differential equation is this one. Let it is equation number 1 and this can be written as y double dash minus this term is going to be divided with each term, so it will be y double dash minus x by 2 into 1 minus x y dash plus 1 by 2 into 1 minus x y equal to 0. So here the so called px will be equal to x by minus x by 2 into 1 minus x, qx will be equal to this much, the coefficient of y 1 by 2 into 1 minus x. Okay. So here you can see that if we have to consider x will be 1, then px will be infinite, and because x will be 1 means the denominator of this px will be 0, so px will be infinite, and here this denominator is going to be 0, so qx also will be infinite. So hence x equal to 1 is a regular singular point of the differential equation, because px and qx will be the infinite at x is equal to 1, but if we are going to consider x minus 1 px and x minus 1 square qx is finite at x is equal to 1, or you can say x0 equal to 1, because here we are considering x0 equal to 1 whenever we are trying to find out the type of singular point. Here you can see types of singular point, we are considering x is equal to x0 equal to 1. Okay, so only for that I written or x0 equal to 1. So now we have to consider the general solution of this differential equation about the regular singular point 1 can be written as using Fournier's method, can be written as in this format. That is yx will be equal to x minus x0 to the power k summation over n is equal to 0 to infinity n x minus x0 to the power n. In this format we have to write the power series solution of a differential equation about the regular singular point. And this equation I have been corrected in the last video. One correction video I also provided to you. So in general, the power series solution by Fournier's method of a differential equation about regular singular point can be written as yx equal to x minus x0 to the power k summation over n is equal to 0 to infinity an x minus x0 to the power n. For our case, for this problem, here x0 is 1. Okay, so we are going to be write x minus 1 to the power k n equal to 0 to infinity an x minus 1 to the power n. Okay, here you can see that hence by considering Fournier's method, the solution of the given differential equation can be written as, here I am going to add another 2 words with. Hence by considering Fournier's method, the solution of the given differential equation about, you just add this one, about regular singular point, about regular singular point x0 equal to 1, x0 equal to 1. Here you have to write given differential equation about regular singular point, a regular singular point x0 equal to 1 can be written as in this one, in general what we discussed, that will be yx will be equal to x minus x0 to the power k summation over n equal to 0 to infinity an x minus x0 to the power n. So instead of x0 we have to write 1. Okay, so it will be x minus 1 to the power k n equal to 0 to infinity an into x minus 1 to the power n. Let it is equation number 2. Or it can be written as, here see, x minus 1 to the power k, x minus 1 to the power n. So it can be written as summation over n is equal to 0 to infinity an is there. So here k will be add with n, it will be written as x minus 1 to the power n plus k. Let it is equation number 2a. Okay, now we are going to find out y dash, y double dash and substitute in equation number 1. So if we are going to find out the y dash, then it will be n plus k into an. See, n plus k is the power. So n plus k into an into x minus 1 to the n plus k minus 1, n plus k minus 1. Let it is equation number 3. And the second derivative of y, that will be y double dash will be equal to summation over n is equal to 0 to infinity, here n plus k and another derivative of this one, it will be n plus k minus 1 into an into x minus 1 to the power n plus k minus 2. Let it is equation number 4. Now put the values of 2a, that means y value, y dash value, y double dash, the value from 2a, 3, 4 in equation number 1. Equation number 1 means, in this equation what we are going to get, see here 2 into 1 minus x into y double dash y double dash we got this one. Okay, so in the next page I have written that much only, 2 into 1 minus x into summation over n is equal to 0 to infinity, this term is nothing but y double dash. Okay, n plus k into n plus k minus 1 into an x minus 1 to the power n plus k minus 2. Then it is minus x into y dash. Y dash is this one. Okay, so minus x, this in square bracket is nothing but this is y dash, that is 0 to infinity n plus k into an x minus 1 to the power n plus k minus 1, then plus plus y equal to 0 plus y means a n x minus 1 to the power n plus k summation over 0 to n equal to 0 to infinity equal to 0. Okay. Now here you can see that in the first term, here there is 3 terms, we got 3 terms. By substituting y double dash, y dash and y, we got the 3 terms. In the first term, you just concentrate on the first term. In the first term, you can see here 2 into 1 minus x is multiplied with this term, right? So here 1 minus x is there. It can be written as minus x minus 1. 1 minus x can be written as, by taking minus common, it will be x minus 1. That means after taking minus common from 1 minus x, it will be x minus 1, or we can say x minus 1 to the power 1. Power is 1. Okay, this x minus 1 to the power 1, if we are going to be multiply with this x minus 1 to the power n plus k minus 2, then the power, that is n plus k minus 2, here 1 is going to be add up. Okay, so here in the next term, in the next step, the first term will be this much. See, here x minus 1 to the power 1, here x minus 1 to the power n plus k minus 2. So this power is going to be add up, means it will be n plus k minus 2 plus 1 minus 1. Okay, and here minus is there, means it will be minus 2. So minus 2 in bracket summation over n is equal to 0 to infinity n plus k minus 1 n plus k minus 1 a n is there, x minus 1 to the power, here power has been changed because this power is added with 1, so it will be n plus k minus 1. Okay, and then second term, you concentrate on the second term. Here x is there, right? So this x can be written as x minus 1 plus 1. Okay, because I want to put a format of x minus 1 to the power something, because here x minus 1 to the power n plus k minus 1, here x is there, so I want to transform this x in the form of x minus 1. So here x can be modified or can be written as x minus 1 plus 1, because minus 1 plus 1 can be got cancelled, so x is the x will be x, so x can be written as x minus 1 plus 1. So this second term can be written as, here see, minus bracket starts summation over n is equal to 0 to infinity, this x can be written as x minus 1 plus 1 into n plus k a n x minus 1 to the power n plus k minus 1 bracket closed, and the third term has been written without changed anything. Okay, here whatever it is written, that only written here in the next step. Okay, come to the next step, is equal to 0. That implies here this term written straightly here, nothing changed. See, minus 2 in bracket whatever written, same has been written. Come to the next term, this one. Here you can see that here x minus 1 plus 1. So this, that means n plus k into a n into x minus 1 to the power n plus k minus 1 can be multiplied this much, can be multiplied with x minus 1 and can be multiplied with 1. That means if we are doing so, that means if we are going to multiply this term with x minus 1, we are going to get a separate term, and if we are going to multiply this with 1, we are going to get a separate term, that we are writing here. You just watch here. Minus summation over n is equal to 0 to infinity. X minus 1 is going to multiply with this one. Okay, it will be x minus 1 into n plus k an x minus 1 to the power n plus k minus 1. Now here minus is there, so it will be minus 1 is going to be multiplied with this one. So it will be minus summation over n equal to 0 to infinity n plus k into an into x minus 1 to the power n plus k minus 1, and the last term has been written without any changed. 0 to infinity an x minus 1 to the n plus k equal to 0. Okay. Now come to the next step. In the next step, there is nothing changed in the first step. See here, minus 2, whatever in the bracket, that exactly written. Okay. Come to the second term. This is your second term. Okay. In the second term, you can found x minus 1 term is one is extra here. That means x minus 1 to the power 1. So here power is 1. Here x minus 1 to the power n plus k minus 1. So when this term is going to be multiplied with each other, the power is going to be add up. So this term has been modified like this: n plus k, this x minus 1 to the power 1. Here x minus 1 to the power n plus k minus 1. So the power is going to be add up, means it will be n plus k minus 1 plus 1. Minus 1 plus 1 got cancelled. X minus 1 to the power n plus k remaining we can found. So n plus k an x minus 1 to the power, after adding the power this and this, we found n plus k. Now come to the third term. Third term has been written same, nothing has been changed. See, minus n plus k an x minus 1 to the power n plus k minus 1, written same, and last term, fourth term also written same. Okay. Now it is important to be watch for you this line. Okay, carefully you have to watch. Here you can see that see, this term, this is the first term, this is your second term, this is your third term, this is your fourth term, right? The first term, for the first term, x minus 1 power is how much? N plus k minus 1. Third term, you can see that third term has also the same power, n plus k minus 1. X minus 1 has the same power, n plus k minus 1. So this can be taken common, and the coefficient is going to be add up simply. So first we are going to do that one, then we have to consider this term and this term. First you consider this first term and third term. What are the common factor? First you just check. First we can found x minus 1 to the power n plus k minus 1, x minus 1 to the power n plus k minus 1. These x to the power x minus 1 to the power n plus k minus 1 is common for these two terms. an also common, n plus k also common. Okay. Now these things can be taken outside the bracket, and rest of the things is going to be add up. See, considering this one, we can take outside the bracket will be n equal to 0 to infinity, n equal to 0 to infinity, n plus k an x minus 1 to the power n plus k minus 1, bracket starts. The remaining things will be, see, minus 2 n plus k minus 1, minus 2 n plus k minus 1. For the second term, only minus 1 remaining will be add up. So minus 1, bracket closed. Okay. Now consider the second term and the fourth term. This is your second term, this is, and this is your fourth term. In if we are going to consider both this term, second and fourth, the power of x minus 1 is common, n plus k, here n plus k, here an and an also common, can be taken outside like this, n equal to 0 to infinity, a n x minus 1 to the power n plus k taken outside. So the bracket starts. Here the remaining we can found n plus k minus n plus k, here plus 1. I written for this one, that is, here we can found by taking common this n equal to 0 to infinity a n x minus 1 to the power n plus k, remaining will be 1. Here the remaining term will be minus n plus k, bracket close equal to 0. Okay. So in this page, this line is some important line for you. Carefully you have to watch this line and you maintain your note perfectly. Now you can see this is written without any change. You can see n plus k a n x minus 1 to the power n plus k minus 1. Okay, summation over n equal to 0 to infinity. So in this bracket you can found minus 2n minus 2k plus 2. Here minus 2 minus 1 plus 2, here minus 1 is there, so it will be plus 1. So we found by omitting this circular bracket we can write minus 2n minus 2k plus 1. Here plus summation over n is equal to 0 to infinity a n x minus 1 to the power n plus k. Here you can found 1 minus n minus k. 1 minus n minus k is equal to 0. Okay, come to the next page. Next page, actually the same thing I have been written once again. This line I have been written in the next page because many times I should not be come to the previous page. Only for that I written the last output here. Okay, the last output is n plus k. Here n plus k, you can see n plus k, this is written initially, then I have been written this one, n plus k into 2n minus k plus 1 minus 2n minus 2k plus 1 a n x minus 1 to the power n plus k minus 1, and then second term equal to 0. Now equalizing the power of both the terms by considering n equal to s plus 1 for the first term and n equal to s for the second term, what we can get? So here instead of n we are going to be consider s plus 1 for the first term, and for the second term n equal to s. Why we have to consider like this? Because we want to equalizing the power of x minus 1. Okay, so do that one. Instead of n, if we have to put s plus 1, see, s plus 1 equal to 0. So what will be the s value? S value will be minus 1 to s equal to minus 1 to infinity. So here I written minus 1 to infinity. Instead of n we have to put s plus 1. So here n is there, means we have to consider s plus 1 plus k. Here n is there, so minus 2, instead of n we have to put s plus 1, then minus 2k. Here minus 2k was there, so minus 2k plus 1 into a n, means a s plus 1 into x minus 1 to the power n plus k minus 1. Instead of n we have to put s plus 1. So s plus 1 plus k minus 1, 1 got cancelled, we can found s plus k, x minus 1 to the power x plus k by substituting instead of n s plus 1. Okay, now come to the second term. Instead of n we have to substitute s. So it will be s equal to 0 to infinity 1 n. Instead of n we have to put s minus k a n. So it will be a s into x minus 1 to the power n plus k, it will be s plus k equal to 0. Okay. Now further simplification, what we can found, you just watch. See, s plus k plus 1 s plus k plus 1. Here s plus 1 plus k, I written s plus k systematically, s plus k plus 1. Here summation starts from minus 1 to infinity, and here you can see minus 2s plus 2, minus 2s plus 2, here sorry minus 2s minus 2, here plus 1 is there, so only minus 1 will be come out, so it will be minus 2s, here minus 2k, here minus 2 plus 1, so it will be minus 1 into as plus k and x minus 1 to the power s plus k plus, here it is written same, nothing changed, okay, equal to this much. 0 to infinity 1 minus s minus k into s into x minus 1 to the power s plus k, let it is equal to 0, is equal to 0. Now come to the next step. The next step, that means this step also one of the important step in our derivation. In this step what we are doing, we are trying to write this summation and this summation is in equal form. See, here this summation starts from s equal to minus 1 to infinity, here 0 to infinity. So if we have to extract s is equal to minus 1 term, then this summation is going to be starts from 0 to infinity, right? The first term, you just think this summation is starts from s is equal to minus 1 to infinity. So first term is s is equal to minus 1. The second term will be starts from s is equal to 0. So if I am going to remove the term for s is equal to minus 1, then the summation is going to be starts from s is equal to 0 to infinity. So that I am doing, I am going to be extract or going to be subtract, you can say, or going to be remove the term for s is equal to minus 1 from this, okay. So for that what we have to do, we have to put s is equal to minus 1. So you just see that here I am going to put s is equal to minus 1. So minus 1 plus 1 got cancelled, only k will be there. Here we are going to put minus 1. Minus 1 means it will be 2 and it will be minus 1. So plus 1. So plus 1 minus 2k, plus 1 minus 2k, okay. So here into as plus 1, we are going to put s is equal to minus 1. Minus 1 plus 1 will be a0, okay. So here x minus 1 to the power s plus k, we have to put s as minus 1, so it will be k minus 1. So for s minus 1, sorry, for s equal to minus 1, the term has been removed from this. Now the summation will be starts from 0 to infinity, this one, whatever written in here, okay. Summation after extracting or after removing the term for s is equal to minus 1, the rest terms is going to be starts from s equal to 0 to infinity, and the general terms whatever here it has been written over here, that is s plus k plus 1 minus 2s minus 2k minus 1. Here you can see as plus 1, x minus 1 to the power s plus k, x minus 1 to the power s plus k, but it starts from 0 to infinity. Now the second term written as usual, nothing changed, okay. Now come to the next step. In the next step what we done, you can see here, compare this and this term, what you can get, that the summation starts from s is equal to 0 to infinity. For this one also s is equal to 0 to infinity, and the x minus 1 power is same, here s plus k, here also s plus k. So only for that summation can be taken common for these two terms, that is s is equal to 0 to infinity, and this term x minus 1 to the power s plus k also can be taken outside, can be taken common for these two terms, and in bracket we have to write the rest of the terms, okay. So after taking the summation s is equal to 0 to infinity and x minus 1 to the power s plus k outside, the rest of the terms carefully you have to watch. A curly bracket starts for this one, it will be as plus 1 into s plus k plus 1 s plus k plus 1 into minus 2s minus 2k minus 1 minus 2s minus 2k minus 1 plus, here plus is there, plus s into 1 minus s into 1 minus s minus k curly bracket closed equal to 0. Okay. Now here we have to, here we found x minus 1 have two powers, one is k minus 1, another is s plus k. Okay, so here s is starts from 0 to infinity. So here this power will be starts from x minus 1 to the power k. Okay, so if we are going to consider this summation, for this summation the x minus 1 power will be starts from k, right, starts from k, and it will be increase increase continuously if we have to increase the terms. But here you can found here x minus 1 to the power k minus 1, k minus 1. So here x to the power k, k minus 1, which one is the lowest? This power is the lowest, k minus 1 is the less as compared with k. So comparing this term and this term, which term have lowest x minus 1 power? This term has lowest x minus 1 power. So we know that to finding the indicial equation, we have to equate the coefficient of x minus 1 which has the lowest power. So now equating lowest power of x minus 1 to 0, equating lowest power, sorry, here you have to write, now equating the coefficient of lowest power of x minus 1 to 0, we can get the indicial equation. So what is the coefficient of lowest power of x minus 1? That means here this one is your coefficient of lowest power of x. Here this is the lowest power of x, that is k minus 1, and its coefficient is k into 1 minus 2k into a0. This is going to be equal to 0, and that equation will be called as indicial equation. Do it in the next page, that is k into 1 minus 2k into a0 equal to 0. So here a0 could not be 0, so k equal to 0 and 1 minus 2k equal to 0, that means k equal to 1 by 2. We got the two roots of k, one is 0 and one is 1 by 2. See, a0 could not be 0 because why? See, here we are considered the general solution is a n x minus 1 to the power n. So if a0 will be 0, the first term is going to be 0. So that could not be acceptable because first term is cancelled out. So if 1 minus x to the power k, suppose k is going to be 0, then it will be 1, x minus 1 to the power 1. That means first term is not going to be, it will not cancel if we are going to consider k will be 0. But if we are going to consider a0 will be 0, then first term of this solution is going to be cancelled out. So only for that a0 should not be 0. So we found two values of k, that is k equal to 0 and k equal to minus 1 by plus 1 by 2. So here we got two roots k, hence we can get two recurrence relations. The general recurrence relation will be found by equating the coefficient of x minus 1 to the power s plus k to 0. That means highest power, which is the highest power of x minus 1. So highest power of x minus 1 is this one, s plus k, and its coefficient is this much. Whenever we are going to equate this coefficient to 0, we are going to get the general recurrence or recursion relation. So that will be a as plus 1 into s plus k minus 1 into minus 2s minus 2k minus 1 plus as into 1 minus k minus 1 minus s minus k will be equal to 0. That is, here s into 1 minus s minus k we are going to be equal to 0. We found as plus 1 will be equal to minus as 1 minus s minus k whole divided by s plus k plus 1 into minus 2s minus 2k minus 1. Let it is equation number 6. This is nothing but our general recursion or recurrence relation. So as we got the two roots, so for k equal to 0 we can get one recurrence and recursion relation and corresponding series solution we can found, and for k equal to 1 by 2 also we can get the another recursion or recurrence relation and corresponding solution. First we have to consider k equal to 0. For k equal to 0, the corresponding recurrence relation will be, you have to put k equal to 0 over here. It will be minus as into 1 minus s into 1 minus s whole divided by, put 0 instead of k, it will be s plus k into minus 2s, here 0, minus 1, minus 2s minus 1. It is found from equation number 6. Okay, now we are going to put different s values. For s is equal to 0, s is equal to 0 you have to put over here, it will give you the a1. A1 will be, here you have to put s equal to 0, so it will be minus a0, here s is equal to 0 means 1 divided by 1 into s is equal to 0 means minus 1, so here minus, so we got the a0, so a1 is equal to a0, right? For s is equal to 1, here s1 plus 1, a2 is equal to, it will be minus a1, here 1 minus 1, a minus 1 means 0 divided by whatever may be, divided by, you just put a, for s is equal to 1 means 1 plus 1 and minus 2 minus 1, but numerator is 0, so we got the 0. So as we got a2 equal to 0, hence a3, a4 and other terms also will be 0, right? Now the solution for k equal to 0, what we can write? We can be written as the form, it can be written as y1 equal to an into x minus 1 to the power n plus k. This is k equal to 0. The summation over 0 to infinite. So here I written one thing, you are also you have to write. It can be written from equation number 2a. It can be written from equation number 2a in bracket, that is an. I am going to zoom here, you can easily visualize these things. Here you just write the note like this. Now solution for k is equal to 0 can be written from equation number 2a in bracket, that is what, n is equal to 0 to infinity an x minus 1 to the power n plus k. Okay, that is will be equal to y1 equal to n is equal to 0 to infinity an x minus 1 to the power n plus k is 0 we have to put. Okay, so if we are going to do so, then what we are going to found that y1 write in expand form, it will be a0 x minus 1 to the power 0, put n for n equal to 0, 1, 2, 3 like this, and the second term a1 x minus 1, a2 x minus 1 to the power 2 like this, and here y1 equal to a0 x minus 1 to the power 0 means 1, so a0 plus a1 x minus 1. Here a1 we found a0, so a0 x minus 1 and other terms will be 0 because a2, a3, a4 are 0, so other terms we can put 0. So hence y1 we found, here you can take common a0, it will be 1 plus x minus 1, 1 plus x minus 1, 1 got cancelled. We found a0x, y1 equal to a0x for k equal to 0. Now we have to consider k equal to 1 by 2. For k equal to 1 by 2, the recursion and recurrence relation will be how much? It will be minus as from equation number 6. Instead of k you have to put 1 by 2. Okay, here you have to put 1 by 2 means 1 minus 1 by 2 will be plus 1 by 2. So it will plus 1 by 2 minus s. At the denominator you can see k is going to be substituted as 1 by 2. 1 by 2 plus 1 will be 3 by 2. So it is written as s plus 3 by 2. Here you can see that here you have to put k equal to 1 by 2. 1 by 2 means here 1 by 2. 2 got cancelled. Minus 1, here minus 1. Minus 2. So minus 2s minus 2, which we found this one from equation number 6 what we done. Now we have to put the different s value. S equal to 0. S equal to 0 means you have to put 0 over here. You can found a1 is equal to put 0. It will be a0. Here you put 0. It will be 1 by 2 whole divided by s equal to 0 means 3 by 2 and s equal to 0 means it will be minus 1 by 2. Minus 2. So minus minus plus and it will be see 2 got cancelled. So 1 by 2 by 3 it will be a0 by 6. Now we have to consider s equal to 1. S equal to 1 means 1 plus 1 equal to a2. Here a1 minus a1 minus 1 by 2 minus 1 means minus 1 by 2 we can found. Whole divided by s will be 1. 1 plus 3 by 2 is nothing but 5 by 2 into s is equal to 1 means minus 2 minus 2 minus 4. Okay, here minus minus minus, so whole we can get minus. So see minus minus plus again minus is there, so minus a1 1 by 2 is there. So here 2 4 will be only 2, we can get only 2. So here it will be mistakenly I haven't written here, it will be 10. You got it? See 2 cancelled with 4 will be 2 into 5 equal to 10. So minus a1 into 1 by 2 into 10. A1 we found a0 by 2. You can put a0 by 2 into 1 by 2 by 10. We can at last you found minus a0 by 120. Got it? Similarly, by considering x is equal to 2, a3 you can found minus a2. See a3 s equal to 3 we have to s equal to 2 we are going to be put this will be a 2 plus 1 3 a3 and you are going to be put s equal to 2. This will be minus a by 2. Here 1 by 2 minus 2 it will be minus 3 by 2 whole divided by s equal to 2 plus 3 by 2 it will be 7 by 2. Here 2 minus 4 minus 2 minus 6. 2 minus 6 is 3. 7 minus 3 minus 21. So here minus already is there. a2 value we have to put minus a0 by 120. Minus a0 by 120. Here minus is there. So minus minus plus minus minus plus. So it will be a0 into 3 whole divided by 122 into 21. So it will be a0 by 1680. 1680. Okay. Similarly, other terms can be considered. You can found by considering s is equal to 3, a4, s is equal to 4, a5 like that. Now the solution for k is equal to 1 by 2 will be from equation number 2a. By considering equation number 2a, that is y2 will be equal to 0 to infinity an x minus 1 to the power n plus k. This is our equation number 2a already we discussed, and here we have to consider k equal to 1 by 2. So n is equal to 0 to infinity an x minus 1 to the power n plus 1 by 2. K instead of k we have to write 1 by 2. Write down in the expand form it will be a0. First we have to put n equal to 0, it will be x minus 1 to the power x minus 1 to the power 1 by 2, then put 1 plus 1 by 2 3 by 2 a1 x minus 1 to the power 3 by 2, then put 2 it will be 5 by 2. The third term will be a2 x minus 1 to the power 5 by 2, next term is a3 x minus 1 to the power 7 by 2 and so on. And we have to just put the values of a1 a2 a3 here. a0 the first term will be as usual we have been written a0 into x minus 1 to the power 1 by 2. a1 is how much? a0 by 6. Okay, we put a0 by 6 x minus 1 to the power 3 by 2. a2 is nothing but minus a0 by 120 minus a0 by 120 x minus 1 to the power 5 by 2. A3 is how much? A0 by 1680, A0 by 1680, x minus 1 to the power 7 by 2. Now here A0 and x minus 1 to the power 1 by 2 can be taken outside. What we are going to get? See, A0 x minus 1 to the power 1 by 2, if we are going to taken outside, the first term will be equal to 1. The second term will be 1 by 6 into x to the power 1 by 2. The third term will be minus 1 by 20 x to the power, sorry, 1 by, there is not 1 by 2, it will be 1. The third term will be x minus 1 to the power 2. This term will be x to the power x minus 1 to the power 3, like that. The coefficient will be there. So first term will be 1, second term will be 1 by 6 into x to the power x minus 1 to the power 1, x minus 1 to the power n, 1 minus, see here minus is there, minus 1 by 20 x minus 1 to the power 2, because 2 plus 1 by 2 is 5 by 2. So here the power will be 3, 3 plus 1 by 2 is 7 by 2. Okay, so like that we have been written over here. Minus 120 is in the denominator, x minus 1 to the power 2, then this term will be 1 by plus 1 by 60 80 1 x minus 1 to the power 3, 1 by 60 80 x minus 1 to the power 3, and so on. Now the general solution is going to be add up or linear combination of two different solutions, that will be a y1 plus b y2. Already y1 we found that a0x, here y1 found a0x, okay, and y2 we found this much, okay. So a0x, this is y1 value, b this is y2 value. So this is nothing but our general solution, what we found using Frobenius method. This is the power series solution. Power series solution of the differential equation, what? This one, of the differential equation. This one having the regular singular point is 1 or about regular singular point 1. The power series solution using Frobenius method of this differential equation is this one. Okay, so go through this video properly, write down the note perfectly, and thank you so much for watching this video. If any doubt you got, you can ask to me. And here one thing I am going to share with you, that this question is quite different from the last questions whatever we done. Here the regular singular point is 1, and the last questions whatever we done, the regular singular point in all the questions is 0. See, for this question the regular singular point is 0. Okay, here 0 means px infinity, here 0 means qx also infinity, here also for this question it is 0, and for this question the regular singular point is also, when x tends to infinity, px infinity, when x tends to, or hence x equal to 0 is the regular singular point. And before that also we done another question, this question also x equal to 0 is the regular singular point, but this question, in this question the regular singular point is 1. So hence the general solution is going to be considered as x minus 1 to the power k. Here x0 is 1. At that time, if we are going to consider x0 is equal to 0, it will be x to the power k summation over n is equal to 0 to an x to the power n. As x0 is 1 here, so general solution is going to be considered this one, and we done all the steps, similar steps whatever we done for x is equal to 0 as a singular point, and we solved this one with step by step. You write this note perfectly. If you got any confused, any confusion, any doubt in this derivation, you can contact with me. Okay, so thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you.